Have you ever stopped to think about how amazing it is that we can communicate with each other using sounds? We make these sounds with our mouths, and they travel through the air to reach someone else's ears. This magical process is what allows us to share our thoughts, ideas, and feelings with the world around us. But have you ever wondered how these sounds actually work? That's where phonetics comes in. Phonetics is the scientific study of speech sounds. It's like a science experiment for your mouth. Phoneticians are interested in all the different sounds that humans can make, no matter what language they speak. They want to know how we make these sounds, how they're different from each other, and how we can write them down in a way that everyone can understand. Think of it like learning the secret code of human language. Now you might be thinking, what about phonology? How does it fit into the grand scheme of things when we talk about language and sounds? How is it different from phonetics? This is a common question, and it's important to understand the distinction. That's a great question. Phonetics and phonology are like two sides of the same coin. They are closely related but focus on different aspects of sounds in language. They both deal with sounds in language, but they focus on different aspects. Phonetics is concerned with the physical properties of sounds, while phonology looks at the abstract cognitive aspects. Phonetics is all about the physical production and perception of speech sounds. It examines how sounds are articulated, transmitted, and received. It's interested in the nitty-gritty details of how we make sounds with our mouths, tongues, and vocal cords. This includes studying the movements of the tongue, the position of the lips, and the vibration of the vocal cords. Phonology, on the other hand, is more concerned with the patterns of sounds in a particular language. It delves into how sounds function within a language or dialect. It looks at how sounds are organized, how they interact with each other, and what rules govern their use. Phonology seeks to understand the mental representation of sounds and how these sounds are used to convey meaning. For example, phonology studies why certain sounds can appear in specific positions within words, and why some sound combinations are permissible while others are not. It also explores how sounds can change in different contexts, such as how a sound might be pronounced differently at the beginning of a word compared to the end. In summary, while phonetics provides the tools to analyze the physical properties of speech sounds, phonology offers insights into the abstract, rule-based system that governs how these sounds are used in language. Together, they give us a comprehensive understanding of the sounds of language, from their physical production to their cognitive organization and use. Now imagine trying to write down all the different sounds that humans can make. It would be a very difficult task, wouldn't it? That's where the International Phonetic Alphabet, IPA, comes in. The IPA is like a special code that linguists use to represent speech sounds in a clear and consistent way. It has a unique symbol for every sound that humans can make, regardless of the language. So, whether you're studying English, Hindi, or any other language in the world, you can use the IPA to accurately represent the sounds you hear. Section 5. Why the IPA matters for English learners. You might be wondering, why do I need to learn the IPA? I just want to learn English.
Well, the IPA can actually be a very helpful tool for English learners, especially when it comes to pronunciation.
English spelling can be tricky, and the same letter combination can be pronounced in different ways. For example, the letters aw can be pronounced in several different ways, as in though, through, thought, and cough.
The IPA can help you to see past these confusing spellings and focus on the actual sounds of the language.
By learning the IPA symbols for English sounds, you can improve your pronunciation and understanding of spoken English. But what exactly is the IPA? The International Phonetic Alphabet, or IPA, is a system of phonetic notation that was created by linguists to accurately and uniquely represent each sound in spoken language. It uses a set of symbols to represent the different sounds, or phonemes, that make up words. This can be incredibly useful for learners of English, as it provides a clear and consistent way to understand pronunciation. For instance, the word read can be pronounced as read or read, depending on the tense. The IPA helps to distinguish these sounds clearly. By using the IPA, you can see that read is RID and read is read, making it easier to understand and pronounce correctly. This system is not only helpful for pronunciation but also for listening skills. When you know the IPA, you can better understand the sounds you hear in spoken English. It allows you to break down words into their component sounds, making it easier to recognize and reproduce them. So, while it might seem like an extra step in your learning journey, Mastering the IPA can actually save you time and frustration in the long run. It provides a solid foundation for both speaking and understanding English, making your language learning experience smoother and more effective. So embrace the IPA as a valuable tool in your English learning toolkit. It will undoubtedly enhance your ability to communicate clearly and confidently. Happy learning! Section 6 IPA in action. Examples to get you started. Let's look at some examples of how the IPA works in English. The sound in the word think is represented by the symbol thr, while the sound in the word this is represented by the symbol d. Similarly, the vowel sound in the word cat is represented by the symbol ae, while the vowel sound in the word cut is represented by the symbol. By using these symbols, we can clearly and accurately represent the different sounds of English, even when the spelling might be confusing. Section 7. The power of phonetics and IPA for language learners. Learning the IPA might seem like a small step, but it can make a big difference in your language learning journey. It can help you to improve your pronunciation by understanding the specific sounds of English. Become a better listener by being able to distinguish between similar sounds. Develop a deeper understanding of the structure of English and other languages. Feel more confident in your language abilities. So, embrace the world of phonetics and the IPA, and unlock a whole new level of language learning. Section 8. The curious case of accents and dialects. Now you might be thinking, but what about accents? What exactly are they, and why do they matter so much? People from different places speak English differently. You're absolutely right. Accents are a fascinating aspect of language that reflect our unique backgrounds and experiences. That's where things get even more interesting. Accents can tell us a lot about a person's history, culture, and even their identity. Accents and dialects are variations in pronunciation within a language. They can vary not just from country to country, but even from region to region within the same country. Just like how we have different styles of clothing, which can be influenced by fashion trends, cultural norms, and personal preferences, we also have different styles of speaking. These styles can be influenced by our surroundings, the people we interact with, and the media we consume. Phonetics helps us understand these variations and appreciate the richness and diversity of human language. It allows linguists to study the sounds of speech in a systematic way. It shows us that there's no one right way to speak a language and that every accent has its own unique charm and significance. Different ways of speaking are all equally valid and beautiful. Embracing this diversity can lead to a deeper understanding and appreciation of the people around us. So next time you hear someone speaking with an accent different from yours, take a moment to appreciate the story behind it. It's a reminder of the incredible variety and richness of human expression. Remember, accents are not just about how we sound, but about who we are. They are a beautiful testament to our individuality and our shared humanity. Section 9. Conclusion. Embracing the world of sounds. Phonetics might seem like a complex topic at first, but it's simply about understanding the building blocks of human language, sounds. By learning about phonetics, we gain a deeper appreciation for the intricacies of human communication and the diversity of languages around the world. So let's embrace the world of sounds and continue to explore the fascinating world of phonetics.